today's video, we're making a bourbon steak marinade that is absolutely going to blow your mind. First things first, we're going to go ahead and make the marinade. It looks a little busy, but we're using bourbon, Buffalo Trace. I know some people are going to say, well, that's a Kentucky whiskey or a Kentucky bourbon or a Kentucky whiskey bourbon. I'm not getting into that. It's good freaking bourbon or whiskey, whatever you want to call it. We're going to start off using our brisket mop, which we have ran this in competition for probably about 3 years now. Phenomenal results. What's going on in here is a concentrate. That's why we're only going to use a half bottle. We have a cup of distilled water. We have a cup of Buffalo Trace, a half a cup of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. So let's just get it mixed up. So 1/2 a bottle, brown sugar, red wine vinegar. People don't know red wine vinegar pops steak. 1/2 a cup of Buffalo Trace, 1 cup of water, and now we mix. Now I am going to add a little bit of cow cover hot to mine. Do this in competition. Yeah. I remember the time I won the world champion, I tasted that steak and I was like, I feel sorry for the rest of y'all. Not in an arrogant way. I just never tasted a steak that good in my life. All right, let's move this off to the side and drink. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go ahead and do a light trim on these. Nothing crazy, but I am going to take this tail off for this. And the reason why I'm taking this tail off of this is, you know, if I'm just being honest, it's for the thumbnail. That tail looks like the thumbnail. But go ahead and cook this, eat this, or save it for hamburger. Now, when it comes to steak trimming, there's 2 sides out there on the internet. Cut all the fat off, don't cut any fat off, or you're gonna go to hell. I'm gonna split the line, I'm gonna cut a little bit of fat off. And the reason why is this fat, when you're cooking it on a grill, it will have a tendency to roll on you, which it makes it kind of tough, and honestly, I just don't like that much fat. But you don't have to take it all off. Just, you know, take off a little bit, and if you don't want to take any off, don't take any off. You do you. As my good friend Doug always says, you do you. I've learned that from him. That guy's taught me everything. Now this is going to make a phenomenal looking steak. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, yeah. Come on, sucker. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about right there. That, my friend, is how you trim a steak. All right, let's go ahead and get this one too. And if you want, leave me a comment down below. How do you like to trim your steaks? You might regret saying that, but you know, hey, we're all friends. Super easy. Look at that one. Move that to the side. Save it for hamburger, and boom, you can feel them and just tell. Now, at this point, if you want to take a fork and poke a bunch of holes in it, you can. I've done that before. It helps really pull that marinade in. I've also vacuum tumbled these, and they have some really cool vacuum. They're not tumblers, they're vacuum boxes that you can buy on Amazon. You put your steaks in there, put your marinade in there, and then pull all the air out. Those work really well too. But what I'm gonna do is the old-fashioned way. 1 gallon Ziploc. Just put both these suckers in there. Mixy mix. Now I've got my marinade in. I'm spilling it everywhere. Like an old pro. Here's how I get the air out of these. I seal them up, leave about a 2-inch gap right there, and then I slowly start pushing everything up to where the liquid is, and then boom. And just like that, you got an instant seal. Now you can marinate these for as long as you want. I wouldn't recommend going more than 4 hours. 1 hour's good. I personally like 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on what I have going on in the evening, which is nothing today. So we're doing a 30-minute marinade on these. As soon as they're done in 30 minutes, we're gonna pull them out, get them seasoned up, and get them on the Weber. All right, so it's been 30 minutes. Our steaks have been marinating. We are gonna pull them out. We're gonna get them seasoned. I'm gonna hit them with cow cover hot and SPG. This has kind of been my current go-to for steaks right now. I just love the cow cover hot. Oh, you can smell that bourbon, man. Don't forget, throw a little bit on the cutting board. That'll get the edges. SPG. I'm still shocked at the things that people write in, email, tag us on social media that they use SPG on. And I just sit there and I go, oh my God, I never would have thought about it. For me, it was stew. I put it in stew, and I actually did see a comment where somebody said, oh my gosh, have you tried it on stew? And I'm like, yeah, that was it for me. I love SPG, but I just never really thought of it as a daily user, a daily driver, so to speak. But oh my gosh, it so is. Go ahead and press that rub in there. Boom. Now, grab the edges. Just like that. Alrighty, we have the Weber back here running. We put the grill grate on it. We are gonna be cooking these directly over the flame. Get those perfect hashtags. So let's just get right into it. Woo! Brand new grill grates. Now, I'm spraying this with duck fat. Go ahead and spray that one too. And I am wearing an insulated glove, so just be well aware. Put that on. Spray the other side. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute and 15 seconds.
1 minute and 15 seconds.
Just like that. Now we're gonna flip it. Boom. Just like that. Come on now. Make sure to clean that off. Give it a little whoop whoop for next time. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Just like that. I try to explain to people how to flip a steak. It's a minute, 15 seconds, minute, 15 seconds. And that changes depending on the cooker, depending on the thickness of it. On a Weber, it just runs freaking hot, minute 15. But it also depends on the thickness. These are just regular store cut steaks from Sam's. You just can't go wrong with a minute 15, minute 20, minute 25, depending on how you like your steaks. The thicker you get, you're gonna want to start jumping that minute 45, minute 35 in there, but you do it a couple times, you'll understand. 25 seconds left. Now, this is where we cross them up. Ooh, press it in. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Alrighty, last one. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at that. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute and 15 seconds. 119. Oh yeah, this is it right here, man. Woo-wee. Look at that. She looks amazing. Woo. Look at that. Come on. So we got these pulled off. These are actually really damn good steaks. This one, the second one, feels freaking phenomenal. I think I'm gonna cut that one, but I'm gonna eat that one. That's a eater right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one in half and see just how we did. Ooh, freaking nailed it. Look at that. Ooh. Boy, I tell you what, I freaking nailed that like a split hog. That'll work. As they say in backwoods of Florida, where Wes is from, that dog will hunt. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got the piece in the middle, huh? Man, I'm telling you, the thing I love about this marinade, you can taste the bourbon in it, the brisket mop, the cow cover, they really pop, and you would not even know that that little of amount of red wine vinegar just pops it hard enough to take your steak to the absolute next level. You have to try this recipe. Head on over to KosmosQ.com, print this recipe off, make it for your family, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Little shit fly around here. Get out of here. Last night we hit the liquor store.